Now let's talk about Meghan Markle. She's preparing to launch another project, another podcast this time. This one, though, is through Lemonada Media, and it's reportedly going to be called Confessions of a Female Founder. And it's going to launch early next month. Kinsey, I've got one question for you. Why?
Yeah, no, I would ask you the same. What have we done to deserve this is the question I would ask us. Confessions of a Female Founder. Meghan's threw up a website last month that has things on it that are not technically for sale yet. I'm confused as to who's the expert here. I think that this is going to be just another vanity project. Good luck. But if we learned anything through With Love Meghan, it's that if Meghan has any sort of creative control over this thing, it's going to be absolutely horrific.
It is. It won't even be a good hate watch because the projects thus far have been boring. They're so boring that, even if you're sort of obliged to watch them for work, it's not an enjoyable thing. But there are also reports that Netflix, though they're not going to sign
So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Kinsey Scofield. Sometimes to me at this point, she's one of those derangers who, when I listen to her speak, I just see this clown, like this clown. I just see a clown. Because these are two women on TV, a huge platform, and instead of, talking about anything else, they have to talk about Meghan, and they are bashing this woman. So for anyone who may not know, Meghan announced a podcast that's coming out. The first episode is coming out on April 8th, and it's called Confessions of a Female Founder. So she's going to be bringing in women who have successful businesses, and she's going to pick their brains to see what works, what doesn't work. And you think these two will be glad that she is, creating a platform for women, for any woman or any person who wants to start a business, and they may or may not know which way to take or how to go about it. So she's bringing these women, creating this platform, bringing them on this platform so that they can share the experiences on what works and what does not work. Mind you, these women are super, super successful. They turn small ideas into massive businesses. So if you ask me, it makes sense because Meghan is now an entrepreneur. She has business ventures. She has a partnership, her as ever luxury brand partnership with Netflix. So rightfully so. And she's been thoughtful to create this platform so that other women can learn from these amazing women who are thriving in businesses. But Kinsey does not see that. She is already bashing that podcast. And this is why I tell you, this is just a money grab. They have to talk negatively about Meghan. You think they'll extend grace and just, let the podcast out, watch it first. But it's not even out yet. But they're here painting it in negative light, and it's exhausting. So Kinsey also said that if anything Meghan has control, creative control over, is horrific. It's boring. Those are her words. That's what she said. I don't know why these women cannot accept the fact that Meghan is now in control of our narrative. And this is to tell you that there's this smear campaign out there targeted towards her. They want access to her. The UK media, the tabloids, the derangers, the trolls want access to her. And now that they don't have access to her, now that she's in full control, she gives us updates when she wants, how she wants, using her own Instagram. They cannot stand that. I'm happy she has creative control, that there's no people telling her what to do, how to do it, how to dress, what to do, what to put out there, what not to put out there. I'm happy that she's independent and she is doing that. She is doing. One thing that these two cannot stand is the fact that she is in creative control, not just with her business, but also with her life. She's doing to be top 10. So it came out, she's top 10. There's like, oh no, she did not make it top 5. They cannot just accept the fact that she is doing well. And the co-host went on to say that her projects are so boring. boring, they're not even a good hate watch. So you just admitted that you purposefully hate watch Meghan's shows or anything to do with Meghan. And I tell you, I like when we get them to admit that, like they tell on themselves. This is plain that they're just telling on themselves, like, hey, we just watch to hate. We just watch to hate, because that's what they're saying. And it's sad that women, instead of empowering one another, uplifting, they're just tearing another woman down. And for what? Because she is putting out a business. She's happy, minding her own thing. They cannot fathom the fact that despite every attack they've made towards her, the bashing, the so-called reviews, all these things, she gets up every day, smiles, minds her business, continues to thrive. These two cannot stand it. And I'm sure they're very miserable. That's why they're projecting. Kinsey, what business does Kinsey have? She's out here saying, oh, she's terrible. Anything she has creative control over is doomed to fail. What business does Kinsey have? You know, I would expect that if you're giving someone advice, you have to be good at it. If you are a billionaire and you have this massive business portfolio and you're saying that, maybe like, okay, you have business, maybe you think this is doomed to fail. But what do you have, Kinsey, other than speaking about Meghan day in, day out, yeah, to make money? You should be grateful to Meghan that you have to talk about her to make money. You think you'll just be a little bit gracious, a little bit humble, but no, you think you have an opinion. And she did say, what have we done to deserve this? Absolutely nothing. You don't need to do anything. Meghan does not need to do anything for you to deserve anything. This is a woman who is just bitter and now cannot fathom that a woman of color who is married to a white prince is thriving and is happy, and for once she does not care. She does not give an F word, a fuck about what they have to say, because they keep just targeting, and she tuned out the noise a long time ago. This too, instead of moving along and just letting her be, or at least let's watch the podcast fast, let it be out. And this is why I keep telling you, Meghan is an influence. They just admitted to hate watching her shows. So that just tells you they're also going to watch that podcast. They're going to buy those products from us ever, because they have to review them in negative light. If you don't like her, if you find her things boring, why don't you go watch things that you find fun? Why don't you go watch? These are just women who are horrible. They don't know what happiness looks like. Even if it was presented right in front of them, they don't know what happiness looks like. They don't know what being in charge of your life looks like. So they cannot fathom the fact that despite the many attacks on Meghan, they've not succeeded. She's still thriving. She's still, like, businesses are tricky. She's made mistakes, and she's been able to tell us, you know, she's grateful for people who were gracious enough to let her make those mistakes and learn. Businesses, how many people start businesses out there and they fail and they thrive? So you're making a mockery out of a former podcast, and I'm sure she's learned so many things. She's done a lot of research, and now she's back bigger and better, and she's not going to fail. You thought that with Love Meghan? I mean, we have season 2. Does that sound like failure to you? No, it does not sound like failure to me, so it should not sound like failure to you. Leave this woman be. If you don't want to watch her stuff, don't watch. What's the point of you hate watching? So you just have so much time on your hands to sit down and just, you hate someone and just feel like they're, oh, let me just hate, oh, those flower sprinkles are pathetic. Oh, that food, that boy, that dress. And then you see how she's making, you know, fashion brands $10 million because of what has silent luxury. You are buying those things. And this just goes to prove that women, sometimes I want to be proud as a woman, but I see people like Kinsey and I'm embarrassed and I'm ashamed. And this is when I get to understand why we are our own enemies. Instead of defending her, you are out here dooming her business a failure, and it's not even out yet. And somehow you think that just because you're hating on her, you're going to thrive. What makes you think that because you're bashing another woman, you're going to thrive? And these are women who claim to know Meghan than Meghan knows herself. Oh, she everything creative control is a failure. You don't even know Meghan. She does not. She could care less about what your thoughts are, what you think. She's just living her life, and these two cannot fathom that. And that's why you have them yapping on TV. but how we hate watching. It's not even a good watch. Her shows are boring. Her projects are boring. Show us your projects, Kinsey. We want to see your projects. Duh. Show us your projects, because I want to see how successful they are. That you think you have every right to bash Meghan, say she's pathetic, she's boring. I want to see your projects, these two women's projects. What have you succeeded in life other than what are some of the things you've accomplished in life other than talking about Meghan 24/7? Because that's how you earn money. That's how you two make money. That's how your shows, your TV show channel puts you on screens to talk about Meghan, because they know if you two talk about her, more ratings, more clicks. That is a fact. So guys, let me know about this entire segment, this video. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to Trend Talks. I'm Miraj. Don't forget to subscribe, to comment, and to share this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.